individuals that are involved with HANA or the individuals involved with cybersecurity. There's like 9 different project teams that'll be ones that will speak to the folks there. Nice trip, but we need professional accountability on your part. I can't have you say, I'm going to go, and then the day of or the day before say, well, I'm not going, and we've already guaranteed rooms against my credit card, and it's like I'm taking a bite for that. So I'm really self-conscious of that. And the second thing I'm self-conscious of is your accountability to professionalism when we're there. And I mean, we're not going there to raise hell and drink and get drunk. We're going there as professionals to 2 organizations. I want to go out in the evening and have fun, enjoy. You're 21, you can surely have a drink, but going excessive really counts against our efforts here, and it really negatively represents CMU. So I'm very self-conscious of that, and will certainly, make you aware that our goal is not to put a high cost on you. The cost of the bus is over $6,000. That'll come out of my budget. We've got lodging, and we're looking at a credible hotel. We usually stay at a Marriott Courtyard, something of that stature. We'll probably try to stay in a good location where there's some entertainment, where you don't have to have the bus to be able to go out and do something on maybe Friday night after we get through with 3M. And then on Saturday, maybe go to the Mall of America and spend the entire day at Mall of America, and maybe go to, what is it called? House of Comedy. Rick Bronson's House of Comedy. Been there several times with SAP students, and have had a lot of fun. Not a costly adventure, and I would hope the officers of the SAP Student User Group would look into helping defray some of that cost as well. So we're looking at, your cost would probably be $100 to do this activity for a 4-day trip to Minneapolis, St. Paul. You wouldn't get the $100 back if you cancel out in the last moment, right? That kind of thing. So, but if you want that on the screen up there, I don't know if you want it, but are you all on the list, the mailing list for the SAP Student User Group? Anyone not? All right, then get that sent to them, and then they'll have an answer as to, okay, when is it due? Where do I take it? And we'll want you to turn it in. Literally, your resume has already been done. You had career day here just this past week. And again, pat on the back for your ERP SIM efforts if you were involved in that. But let's take this next opportunity and as a professional group. Cargill is excited about it. They've got a thorough schedule already planned. So does 3M, where we're going to meet high-level people and participate with them in quote-unquote lessons learned. So it'll be a very fun day, both Thursday and Friday, and both days are days when we don't have classes. So you'll only miss any class you would have on a Wednesday. Any questions from anybody on that? All right, I welcome you to apply. We'll go from there.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So we'll get that email on that. Alright, now we'll get started. We're doing our sales order management part 2 today. We're going to do the order to cash process, the integration points with other modules, and reporting analysis tools. Alright, first we're going to start off with the business process. The overview. We're going to highlight pre-sales activities, sales order processing, inventory sourcing, shipping, billing, and payment. First of all, we're going to discuss the documents that are associated with sales and distribution. It begins with the pre-sales activities, which can include a inquiry or quotation. And then the order processing and procurement is basically going through the processes of putting an order together. And then shipping, delivery, the goods issue, and then last of all, the billing documents. First of all, the pre-sales activities. This can include creating and tracking customer contacts who you're going to contact in order to be able to carry through the activities of pre-sales and sales. Advertising campaigns, answering any questions the customer may have, inquiries and inquiries, quotations, and documents that can be used to create a sales order. These normally include customer and material information for sales orders, pricing and conditions for each item, delivery dates and quantities, shipping information, billing information. And this records the customer's request for goods or service. It automatically proposes data for master records and control tables, and it can be created via internet or other methods such as SAP. When creating an order, it is created inside the sales area. Last week we talked about the different organizational levels. This would be included in the sales area. It can refer to a transaction that already exists, such as a previous inquiry or quotation that you may have created in your system already. The sales order can reference multiple quotations, and a quotation can be broken into several orders. Let's say you have a large order for a customer and you have to ship out multiple materials. You can kind of, per se, crush up that order into multiple shipping documents. The sales document is structured into 3 levels. The header, which is valid for the entire document, which includes the customer-related data, per se, where it's going, information about the customer, general master data like that. Sales document items, that is included as a material item, a service, or a text item. And then the schedule lines, delivery dates, partial deliveries, where the delivery is going, etc. Backward scheduling. Backward scheduling is done from taking the date that the customer wants it to be delivered and scheduling backwards into when you should start processing or making your order. The delivery date is used to calculate the material availability and the transportation lead time, and the delivery must be created at least 2 dates: the time for picking or packing items and the transportation lead time. If we're going too fast too, just holler at us, let us know. We already sent out this PowerPoint as well to everybody. If you don't, if you're not signed up for the list, let us know. We can get you on the list. Availability check in the sales order. This occurs during the sales process if the material requires an inventory check, or you have set it to have it be checked and you're customizing your SPRO. If you do not know what that is, when you take config, you will understand quickly. It can be accessed to available and promised quantities, and the scope of the check for the available quantity, and other plants that may have the material available. Shipping. The shipping process supports outbound deliveries, picking, packing, and the post-goods issue. The post-goods issue is when the customer has received the goods that you have sent out, and it's kind of their way of verifying that they have officially obtained the materials that they've ordered.
That's the transfer of ownership for Google owners.
Yeah. Once you do the post-goods issue, that the material is officially in their hands and you have no legal ownership of it anymore. The shipping process begins when the delivery document is created, not when you have sent out the delivery package. The delivery document controls several sub-processes, picking and confirming, packing, and planning and monitoring the transportation of the goods and the posting of goods issue. A transfer order will be created to control the movement of goods within the warehouse. The transfer order is basically letting your plant know that the goods that were once in this bin or location are now being transferred to, let's say, a shipping point or like a way of transportation, like a truck, boat, plane, etc. The transfer order copies data from the delivery document where you are taking the goods and to or within your warehouse, and you must have this information, or otherwise it can get very confusing and messy when your plant, you're trying to figure out where your goods are, where they have gone, other things of that nature. And the post-goods issue can bring a change of quantity or value. As Bob said, it's a legal transfer of ownership between your company and the company that you're doing business with.
And when you do this, it will affect the balance sheets directly.
An outbound delivery is created at the shipping point. The SAP creates the relevant data from the order to the delivery. You can combine multiple orders into one delivery, or you can split an order into multiple deliveries, as I said before. They must have 3 characteristics of the outbound delivery, though. They have to have a shipping point, a due date, and where the goods are going to. Here's the structure of the delivery document. There's the header. It's valid for the entire document. The header within the delivery document could be where the ship to is going and the schedules for the shipping process. The delivery, okay. The delivery document item. What about the materials, the quantities, how much it weighs? It could be several items. It doesn't have to be just one material. You can ship several materials, and the items can be controlled separately. The delivery document does not contain schedule lines. The schedule lines in the sales document become an item in the delivery document. They can be also processed in different views.
So something to add to this, when you're looking at these slides, when we're talking about the structure of the documents, think back to 301 or 458, think looking at the actual screen where you have the header drop down thing where you push the button and it expands. So this is what we're talking about. So if you're curious what system this is related to, that's what we're talking about.
That's a very good point too. Here's the picking. Creates a transfer order for the outbound deliveries. It's generated from a warehouse number, copies relevant data from the delivery, and most of all, it counts the materials and the quantities that you're using for your order. They can be sorted by a storage bin and materials. Packing. When you pack the goods, you can combine delivery items and pack them into separate shipping units. You can select items that are to be packed and assign them into different shipping units. And a shipping unit can also be packed inside of another shipping unit, but I don't think you'll have to know that relevant for TERP time. Post goods issued. When posting, the file is carried out within your system. The quantity and inventory and the delivery requirements and material planning are updated. Like Bob said, when you are giving the legal ownership to someone, you are no longer in possession of those goods. So that updates the system to let you know that you do not have these goods anymore. The value change in the balance sheet is updated. Usually when you create a good and then when you give it to a customer, you are obtaining value from those goods. And it will update that in your system to let you know vaguely how much you may have made off that order. Exactly. Not vaguely. The system creates documents for FI, the value that you have added, and the status in the relevant sales document is updated, which means like the status would be that your customer is now in legal ownership of those goods and that you are not in possession of them anymore. Billing. This creates the invoices for the products and services that you have given to your customer. This creates credit and debit memos for, I think it credits your customer's account and it debits your revenue, if I'm not mistaken. No, it debits your customer account and credits your revenue, my bad.
Well, it works with the reconciliation accounts that we talked about last time, right? So you debit the customer and then that makes another posting to the reconciliation account. So this is everybody goes through this, try to remember back to the previous session and remember, like, kind of think about how everything flows together.
Mm-hmm. And then, yeah. When creating the billing document, the data is copied from the sales order in the billing document. The delivery and order items can reference for the billing documents. There's several important functions within the billing documents. Is that the sales and distribution document helps generate the invoices for the customer, and it serves as a data source for the accounting. As a data source being that your customer's reconciliation. The G&L will be updated automatically, debit posting to the customer receivables and the credit posting to your revenue. Creating a billing document, you can create an invoice for one delivery or sales order, and they can also be combined together if you have multiple deliveries or sales orders. But they must have the same payer, billing date, and destination country. Mostly destination country just to not get your currencies confused too. The billing document structure is only broken into 2 items, the header and the actual document items. The header is valid for the entire document and it's the data about the payer and the billing date. And the items are details about the material that you have given to your customer, the quantities, and the values for the items that you have given to your customer. The effects of the billing document. Once you save the billing document, the system will automatically generate the accounting documents that come with it. It contains all the completed postings in FI that refer back to the pricing and sales and distribution. Example, your net sales and then the taxes that are added on to you selling goods to the customer. Further documents could be created too. As 2 weeks ago we talked about CO, the profitability analysis, market segment analysis, and etc. It also updates all the sales, delivery, and billing documents. The sales statistics are updated, hence how much profit you're making off a certain material or selling from a certain to a certain customer, and the customer credit account is updated. Payment is this is probably the easiest, most simple one. You debit your cash and you credit your customer receivables account. That's it. Document flow. You can review these documents in the process using the document flow. I'm sure you can use this exercise in 301 and 458 when you go through and check the document flow, seeing what sort of inventories were affected, how much money you have gained from this, and other kind of document items like that. Does anybody have any questions before we go through questions? Question 1. What could be considered pre-sales activities? Creating a sales order, post-goods issue, inquiries, quotations, shipping, or availability checks. C&D. Good guesses, guys. It is C&D. During the billing phase, which 2 GL accounts are updated? The customer receivable, the cash, finished goods inventory, or revenue?
A and D.
It is A and D actually. The cash account isn't updated until the actual payment, and the finished goods inventory account is updated during the post goods issue.
Are we still taking notes?
True and false. Backward scheduling confirms the delivery date requested and uses lead times to calculate when the order should start being created. That is in fact true. And then I actually meant to make this true and false. I think I was a little rushed, but this is true and false. The shipping process supports picking, packing, and post goods issue.
False, because you're missing the creation.
It doesn't say all of this, it says he supports it.
Yeah. That is true, just because I did leave that part out. I think that also creates.
There's 4 things listed, you only have 3 there.
Yeah. I think that creating the delivery is also part of the shipping process. I just didn't include it in those. So technically, yeah, that's there.
But good, it's a good point for everybody to note down.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have any other questions on this other part?
Okay. Well, that's the end of our slides tonight. If you guys have any questions regarding TERP 10, I see a lot of familiar faces that I saw at the Gear Boosted competition. That's a really good time. It was good seeing you guys again. If you have any questions about the trip 2, I can tell you anything you may need to know. Get your money in for TERP 10. Don't forget. Friday. Grab more pizza. You don't want to.